When you were working at Newsweek as a woman in 1969, you were a researcher, and all of the actual journalists who had their names published on stories were men, and women couldn't write. And so among these women were some of the most dynamic thinkers and writers and artists. Lynn herself, a woman named Judy Gingold, who's an incredible poet, or Ephron we now know, and they banded together and they sued the magazine, and they really changed the face of the workplace for women forever.
I was texting with one of my fellow castmates one day, and I was like, can you believe how relevant Trump has made our show? And he was just like, it's insane, because we didn't know when we started filming that this election was going to be a fight against a very qualified woman against a misogynist.
Like I said, I have a 17-year-old daughter, and she doesn't really know what women have gone through to empower the girls of today. I mean, gratefully I can say she's a very powerful young girl. But there's a lot of women that, laid over the barbed wire for these girls now. And this story is about the start of that.
It's the first draft of history each week. Your job is to be fast and first and good and right. That's all we ask.
It's like you guys are fighting over the lower bunk bed in jail. Who gets to make the guys who are writing the story look better?
What's great about this is it's the last year of the 60s, and it bridges into the 70s. And I think that there's definitely some overtones between what was happening back then and what's happening now, particularly politically and socioeconomically.
It was what it was at the time, and we all just put up with everything you can imagine because we wanted to proceed with our careers, and so we persevered.
This show is a little Sex and the City, a little Mad Men, a little Newsroom, kind of all thrown in together. So it's not so serious, and I really think that you're going to fall in love with each and every one of these wonderful characters.
I don't want to just watch the news. I want to feel a part of it.
I'm a career girl!
Young lady, could you get me a cup of coffee?
Absolutely. Black, 2 sugars?
Yes.
There's great changes sweeping this country, and it is so important that you're a part of it.
Nora, friend.
Hi. Okay, you're not married yet, are you?
Don't worry about me. I'm living my dream too, just like you are.
I can't give up on this story yet.
But you're not a reporter. You're a researcher. And we had a date.
I hope our kids look like you.
Well, before we have kids, we have to have a marriage.
What the hell is this?
This piece hit the bullseye.
That was me.
Girls do not do reruns.
Why not?
We have rules, protocol.
This is ridiculous.